Hi, I'm Enchanting Nubianette. Welcome back. And if you're new to my channel, welcome. Today I'm going to talk about some summer hazards, but specifically for the cars. So I know that so many people have these items in their car and you really don't think about it, although the temperature is rising and we know that inside the car is several degrees hotter than even outside. So for starters, lighters. Those of you who may smoke, be very careful. Do not leave your lighters inside the car because they are explosion risk, especially butane lighters. They're pressurized, and the high temperatures of these lighters cause the pressure inside the lighter to increase rapidly, especially when it's over 80, 85 degrees. And it potentially can cause a rupture or explosion, resulting in a fire and, of course, injury. Definitely, if the lighter leaks or if it's damaged, if it's cracked, and you leave it in the car, for example, it's going to start a fire. Even with a single spark, the lighter is exposed to flammable materials, and it can easily lead to an explosion in your vehicle or even the surrounding areas. So be very careful. Look around, everyone. So butane starts to evaporate around 86 degrees Fahrenheit. However, the internal pressure rises extremely when the temperature is 90, 95 degrees and upwards. Another hazard are lithium batteries. Sometimes some of you who may have, kids, or maybe yourself, you have those scooters, or you have those other, I can't remember what you call them right now, but you use them when you're rolling and you're standing up. Can't remember, but all of these items, they have lithium ion batteries. And they're also used, as you know, everyone has laptops, power banks, and your phones. These are very sensitive to heat. So if you're going out, for example, to the mall, if you're going to a restaurant, anywhere you are, you don't want to leave these items in the car for long periods of time. The exposures are usually will cause these type of batteries to overheat when it's definitely over 80 degrees as well, and it leads to thermal runaway. So this is a dangerous condition where the battery overheats uncontrollably, again, leading to a fire or explosion. And even excessive heat, little by little, will degrade your battery's performance. So if you notice that your phone isn't charging the same, isn't functioning the same, just be aware that leaving your phones, laptops in the heat significantly reduces its lifespan and capacity. And it definitely causes these items to stop working prematurely. The high temperatures also leads to deterioration on the interior, leakage again of lithium salts, and corrosion. So everyone, please check. Another product are spray bottles and perfumes. Most times if you're going out, going to work, maybe on a date or what have you, or even aerosols. Your perfumes, be very aware. And even aerosols, if you have like sprays, to freshen the car. Um, Perfumes, of course, if you're going out and you leave it in the car by accident, the aerosol cans containing the perfumes, deodorants, cleaning products, they can become pressurized. And the high temperature causes the internal pressure to rise rapidly. And it causes a rupture and explosion of the can, leading to a fire hazard. So just be very careful, everyone. And the chemical release takes place when these aerosol cans can leak, they can burst, and those hazardous chemicals irritates items in the car, and it's very harmful, of course, if you inhale it, if it explodes near you, of course, causing burns and other injuries. Another one are glasses, especially your prescription glasses. You know, many people, even like myself, I have left my glasses for some period of time on a dashboard. But if you leave these sunglasses or especially prescription glasses in the hard car, the prolonged exposure to high temperatures definitely will cause the plastic frames to start cracking or being distorted. And these things can also start to melt. There's a lot of heat damages to the coating of the sunglasses. And even if your glasses have anti-glare, UV protection, the heat in the car breaks these coatings down. So again, the sunglasses will not be as effective as it was if you were to store them in a cool place, or perhaps have them in your eyeglass case, leave them in the glove compartment, or just take them with you, because the effectiveness starts to wear down and they start peeling. So everyone, just be very mindful. You know, with all of these items, you want to make sure that you do not cause any injury to yourself that's unnecessary. You don't want to have extra payments if your car were to get damaged, of course, with a fire. But if it explodes, you're going to be liable for your car insurance, and even, of course, if anyone else becomes hurt, injured in any kind of way. And just being a responsible driver. Definitely avoid leaving these items in your car. I know depending on where your car is left, you may not want to keep your car window cracked, because it can leave your car more vulnerable to someone who will try to steal it. I understand that. But try to make sure that you do not have these items in your car. Try to park in the shade or maybe in a garage. Other items, you know, just to be careful. We all know that makeup, sunscreen, any kind of pressurized containers, you know, leave them in the trunk, or if it's lightweight, take them with you. So that's what I have to say, everyone. I just want to make sure that everyone is mindful, keep safe, have your head on a swivel. Thank you so much, everyone, for watching. Please remember to like, share, subscribe to my channel, and stay safe wherever you are.